Can I confess something? I love my kid. I fucking hate being a mom. I fucking hate being a parent. Like, I fucking hate it. And I feel bad for saying that, but like, I wish someone would have let people with BPD know that like we really shouldn't be moms. Like, having a kid is too fucking complicated. And I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to be responsible for this tiny human. I just want to be responsible for myself, and it's too late now. I didn't know parenthood was going to be like this. I didn't know I was going to be doing it all by myself with no support system, no family, no anything. I didn't know. If I would have known, I would have never done it. I would have never.
Beautiful rising. Riding around with the bonnet on. I just had a message real quick. So I saw the video of the young lady crying, expressing her pain in parenthood and that she didn't want to be a mother. The crazy thing is, we're starting to see it a lot more now. The crazy thing is, I'm gonna keep it simple, but everybody need to mind their own business. There's just a couple points. One, everybody need to mind their own business. Two, we need to stop overly expressing ourselves on social media. And what I mean by those first two, I'll break those two down. First is, if it wasn't no social media, she wouldn't be able to run to the internet and be crying like this on the internet. Because truthfully, don't nobody really care. But the other part of it is, like, she did it to herself. Like, this could be one of those generational curse type situations. Clearly it is. But it's like, who weren't we listening to growing up? Because I can understand where the young lady is coming from. This parental grind, it's interesting. And remember, I have some other videos talking about it, and it's like, if you barely got yourself together, how I'm supposed to take care of a whole nother human being? And you should have thought about that before you was fucking. Like, and men, we already got to, we got to take that to the chin, but then we got to take that to the chin and also deal with a young lady that might not be emotionally stable or mentally stable enough to even carry a child. That's a real big deal that a lot of people don't really think about. But, women get overwhelmed. They feel like they doing everything. Honestly, that's what I'm saying. I don't really know what to say. Because truth be told, I'm saying, a mother, you carrying a child, I'm saying, then you got certain emotions that's overly triggering you when dealing with actually having a parent. And, us men, we don't have to go through the same emotional toll that young ladies do. So I don't know. She could be dealing with postpartum. I don't know how old her child is. I just realized it's a bunch of stories about women and them really not wanting to be parents. And like, hey, here, baby daddy, take the child. I can't do it. I'm done. I'm tired. And it's like, we already got a whole flux of women that feel like dudes just be giving up on them anyway. So I already know they gonna take this with a grain of salt, and they're not really gonna look at it for what it is. Not everybody, but some. But it's like, shit. I mean, you can cry with it if you want to, but that's what I'm saying. This is life. Like, you should have really been thinking about that before you opened your legs. And even I gotta say that. Like, I made my bed and I gotta lay in it. And that's it's wild, because like I feel bad. I feel for the young lady, but it's like, man, the cost of which we have to pay to make sure that these little beings are good. Like, it's the sacrifice of your life for that child's life. I just seen a post the other day, and I'm hoping I can find it. But the young lady was like, nah, you about to take this baby. Like, I'm about to go back and party. I'm about to go enjoy my life. And that's why I was like, I hope I could find it. Like, just my luck, I won't. But I'll see if I could find it. But as you can see, like I said, I see it going on a lot. I see it coming back around a lot more now than what it used to. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm pretty sure my mom is like getting up there in age, but then it's, you know, like it's that balance. You know, she had her first child when she was so young. So then your next one is like, or your last ones when you about to like have your freedom of your life back, or you've been dealing with a dude that ain't done nothing, and it's like, dang, like I finally get my time back and a little bit of money. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all be feeling like on top of the world. Am I tripping? And I think it's interesting because I think as a people we make it seem like, I don't know what narrative that is that makes it seem like both parents aren't needed. You know what I mean? And it's like when you have women that are having children but they can't be feminine, then what do you think happens to the rest of them? When you have women that can't be feminine, they have children and they can't be feminine with their children, they don't even know their motherly role. And that's what I'm saying. I'm learning. I'm not just now learning, but as you can see, what is a mother's role? Not to act hood, not to act hard, not to act the toughest. You know what I mean? And then men don't really get upset when women are being moms. You're being a comforting mom. We okay with that, but are you okay with men acting like men? That's what I'm saying. That's where the toxicity was coming from, because real ones was able to let women be feminine and take care of their children, and maybe if he was a real one, and if he did well enough, not a real one, I'm not gonna say that. Some women don't deserve to be stay-at-home moms. I'm gonna be real. Some women, like I was saying, you think you worked hard. Like, no, all you do is have a pussy. So let's get that straight. I was saying, some women don't deserve the stay-at-home treatment. No, some of y'all don't. Even though you feel like you do, some of you don't. But that's not the point. The point is, children need their mother and their father. Their father is supposed to teach them the ways of the world, how to carry themselves. Mom is supposed to teach them softness, kindness, understanding, not manipulation. Not niggas supposed to be doing every single thing for you and you ain't gotta lift a finger. Like, that's what I'm saying, the real dads, and they not even speaking up. They not even speaking up. Cause I guarantee you, the dads that raise their children correctly, their daughters is not out here speaking all this foolishness. Their daughters ain't out here talking all this crazy nonsense. They know where the good men at. They laying low, they staying to themselves, and they not cracking a box open every single chance that they get. So then when they make a mistake, they crying to their whole family. That's what happens. And that's the crazy thing, what I noticed in the good families, if you ever noticed, in the families that was trying to do it right, they had that rebellious kid. Now that rebellious kid is out on their own. But their parents did it right. Their parents did it right and was trying to give it to them right. You decided to not want to be a part of this. Now look at you. You mad. The rest of the family good. We solid. I was married, however, depending on what the family was. They like, I was married 25 years. I still got my husband, me. And you see the love. And it's like, you can't even find that. And that's when I realized that all trauma, it didn't come from just the parents. Like, it was somebody, it could have been somebody in the family, or it was self-inflicted because of how the family was operating with that child. Depending on when the child was raised, how many children, how many siblings that child has, that's where that trauma is coming from. It's not always necessarily like, oh, my parents treated me bad. No, they just may have been jealous of the way you treated your sibling. I noticed. They may have been jealous at the way you treated your niece or your nephew as their child. You never know. But if we never get a chance to have these talks with our parents, like, some people say it don't mean shit. Like, you grown as fuck. Like, get over it. But then it's like, some people are carrying this stuff 30, 40, 50, 60 years old until they death. Like, real talk. They carrying it to the grave with them. They're hurt. They don't have nobody to discuss it with. It was their mama, it was their auntie, it was their grandma. Now their auntie, mommy, grandma is not here no more. They don't have no way to express it. But they still trying to get it off. It's still in their DNA. God bless. We need to realize that our support system matters. Without a support system, without a village, you having that child, you raising those children, just became 100 times harder. I don't know who you weren't listening to. I'm not speaking to anybody specifically, but that's why they say, you know, what? You'd be a fool to not learn from others' mistakes. Either you can learn from making a mistake yourself and you talk about it and you sit back and you heal from the situation, so then you can express yourself in a way that others can understand, or you learn from the people before you. That's the wisdom. Taking what your mentors and the people you respect and your elders, taking what they said before you and applying it and then making moves. I hope this video isn't taken super negatively, but I do realize that it is a village.